Hello everyone, and welcome back again to the channel. Same day, just a little bit later, I finished filming the whole highlighter situation. I went, washed my face, had my second cup of coffee, and still have a good amount of time before I have to leave for work or even have to start getting ready for work. So I figured I would take the momentum of progress that I've had and just power through my blushes. And probably also I have a skincare unopened, unused makeup, actually overflow stuff, so I'll probably get through that as well. Depending on, blushes are a little bit less, I love me a good blush, but blushes are a little bit less painful than highlighters. Like I said, eyeshadow palettes are going to be the worst, just because. But if you've made it to this video, I've probably already explained everything about my gender and my expression and reasoning behind why we're doing such a significant purge. If you have not seen the previous installments, I will try my hardest to leave them linked down below now that I have more will to live and vitamin D in me. Or if they're not there, just go click on my channel, subscribe if you would like, and then just look at my videos and it will be there waiting for you. So without further needless babbling, let's just get in and get through with the blushes. I would like to try to get 50%, but I might get rid of more just because there's less in there. There's less of a huge accumulation, and I'm trying to, again, still keep it realistic. Okay, this is what we're working with here. I've got bins to put my selected ones in, keep track of it. I'm gonna actually start with Colourpop right here because, again, in the grand scheme of things, these are younger in comparison to, say, like my Urban Decay or my Too Faced ones, or like my Milani here. I love how I was pointing and y'all weren't able to see. So gonna go through these. Again, this should set the precedent for a wide variety of colors that I won't need from other companies, brands, and then other finishes and stuff like that. Okay, and probably for the most unrealistic among the Colourpop bunch are these collaboration ones. These two are the Lizzie McGuire, and they're a little bit shimmy shiny, which I think will fit my makeup uses more than something that's matte, especially when it's matte and such a harsh color. These ones here, these Hello Kitty ones, regardless of if they get used or not, I have nieces on a variety of my brother's daughters who like Hello Kitty, so I feel like those would be a nice little gift from their aunt. Gonna keep the Lizzie McGuire ones, and then oh god, nostalgia. I'm sure there are other matte blushes with formulas that I probably enjoy more than Colourpop's matte formula. Those ones are gonna go. Oh, hi, Stinky. You'll come to help again? What's up, buddy? And then a much easier decision are these like satin finish. These are the Disney Princess, Disney Heroine collection. Love Belle, love Tiana, and love Esmeralda. Then I gotta get rid of this. This is more like a bronzing shade. Like that, just absolutely not realistic as a blush. Okay, we have a bunch of other matte shades from the peachy something fruit themed monochromatic colored release. All of these, I am definitely going to keep these two because they're very similar in tone, but again, they have the shimmer, which I'm just more likely to wear, and then I don't think I'm gonna be dying for that one there. This one I will set out because I would like to have just one color of this, but I know there are other ones, so I'll probably collect them all except for the Urban Decay one. Those are going bye-bye. All right, steering off from Colourpop. These are the Too Faced Fruit Cocktail Blush Duos. I love these. They're shimmy, they shiny, the formula's nice. This is everything I am all about in a blush. blush. More Colourpop. I know this one is a keep just for the, I will set it up somewhere just for the, I was talking to my girlfriend Emma about this, and I was like, yeah, Sailor Moon. She's like, you know, the makeup world and that side of YouTube and the internet. And I was like, I remember when the Sailor Moon OG Colourpop collection sold out in like 10 seconds. And people were selling the blushes online for like $80. So I'm keeping this one. Their resale value has tanked. So everyone keep that in mind in the heat of a really hyped up release. I actually really like these. These are very non-flat matte. I'll have to decide if I care about the little whatever inside. I might take, probably what I'll do is I'll take fancy pictures of them for my Tumblr, and then I'll definitely use them without the imprint. And then this one is shimmery shiny. Okay, we've got another Hello Kitty and an Animal Crossing. I don't remember that one. Hello Kitty is pretty. Hello Kitty is cute. Looks kind of super orgasm-y. I can't remember. I must have been doing watching a video discussing the 2010 beauty consumerism and stuff. I thought back to like my NARS blush, and I was like, oh, that's what it is. I was going through my declutter, and again, I was just going through my blushes, and I was like, oh, I remember, you know, NARS Orgasm and Super Orgasm, and that one's pretty spot on for that. So I may potentially keep that one. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, all right. That is similar enough with the shine. I will keep that. Declutter this one. And then, okay, good golly, gosh, this one here in God only knows potted, a floral monochromatic themed makeup release. It's just way too dark. It's matte. This one here, which I'm sure I have something very similar in the Anastasia Beverly Hills blush palette that I kept. These three here are awfully freaking similar, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Hello Kitty one because it's just a little bit less duochrome than this, and then this one is more a la Super Orgasm, but I'm sure I can, you know, mix these two together and basically get the same effect as that one. So this one is going in the pile for my nieces for their stuff. We'll keep these two. Ooh, another Animal Crossing one. This one's probably pretty. Are you shiny? Yes! Fuck me up. And that looks very orgasm-y as well. And don't forget Deep Throat. I remember being at an Urban Decay event and talking about like the demographic and stuff. He was a makeup artist for them. It was for, I think, the release of the second Alice in Wonderland palette, and Mom and I, it was an event. It was a very, very wonderful memory I have with my mom. We went for my birthday, but he was like, yeah, I'll be at my job doing my thing, and, you know, a little old lady will come over and be like, hey, I'm looking for this shade, and you're like, oh, yeah, this is Urban Decay's F-Bomb. Classy, classy times. These are all pretty matte. Okay, these ones are all, this one is gonna go because it's matte. This one here is really, really, really pretty, very much up my alley. I think I'm gonna keep I will keep this one out because I've got a ton of Natasha yeah, you know, yeah. As pretty as these are from Colourpop, I think I'm just gonna let them go because I am gonna have those Natasha Denona, and I know for a fact there were shades like these oranges, like these pinks. I think I have every one that she had available. Okay, done and done there. And then we have these Mulan ones, which are just immaculate, like this with the cover effects, those soft diluted highlighters. This would be a very natural, nice thing to wear to work. And that, folks, was only one basket, but it's okay because they were really thin, like the Wet n Wild ones. And then highlighters here. Let's see if we can make some bulk decisions. Ooh, I know I can. Ah, yes, the Balm, a OG early 2010s favorite. These are all matte except for this one. I think that one's satin, And this one, I am potentially keeping this one, depending on how annoyed I am by just the size and shape. That one's going, gone, have. That to the, oh God. Oh, they're just so big. Oh, not gonna lie, those there are awfully pretty, but I'm sure I have similar in, shimmy those a little to the side and shake it to the right, having a good time, buddy. So yeah, these are big and clunky. Gonna get rid of those. Hell no. It's like Becca level of blushes. Oh my God, I've got plenty of a la rouge that one we're just not even gonna pretend there. These ones, again, I'm sure I have over, and don't you do it, Hammy. Ham, I need you to not. You want a treaty? A treaty for being a good boy. Please, good boy. These for Milk Cosmetics, you gonna stop? Absolutely love these. Gorgeous, shimmery, shiny. So I'm keeping these. And I'm gonna get rid of all of these. Again, I have nieces. I have a place that does recycle. Oh, the rack is so nice. But these, they just, yeah, they just, no. Goodbye. All of these. Goodbye. Okay, all matte, no, not all matte. 3 matte, 3 shimmer, all, oh, him's strop, him's baby boy. When I'm in here, he just really wants attention. I love you, be patient, and then you have cuddles later. Yeah, be patient. They're new, they're pretty. It's a brand I wanted to try, but I don't have the time. I don't have it in me to try. And this is where we're gonna start picking up the pace of getting it out of here. We have these dollar AOA terrible carbon footprint shimmy shiny glitter bombs. They were really good dupes for some of the Laura Geller shades. To make a long story short, I am going to be getting rid of all of them except Bella Bellini, and I think this is Luminoso. These were such a great formula. I don't even know if they make these anymore. And then over here, I have these. I don't know why I have them in my blush drawer, probably because they were a product that I couldn't really reasonably justify buying, but I justified it anyway. These are going to be decluttered and Becca. Hi, heckin' pigmented Becca. A lot of these are probably going to go because, again, I feel like when you're not having the foundation, you don't need to put as much on. I don't know. These are just, like, I'm getting anxiety thinking about these, and, like, if I have to make them work on my, okay, most of this is easy. We have got the heckin' pigmented and matte ones here. This one looks like a pasty contour shade that I don't need. And then we've got these ones, which are admittedly really pretty. I'm gonna be good. What? I know you want attention. Mama's sorry. Please don't jump into Mama's closet. I know, baby boy. Give Mommy a minute, please. I'm gonna get rid of this one, get rid of this one, and then I'm gonna put these 3 to the side because I kept a Becca face palette that I'm gonna check and see, because 90% sure those can be duped out because it's Becca and they put those shades in everything they do. All right, we've got some easy decisions to make here. All of these, I'm not even gonna pull out the kimchi chic ones. I'm just, yeah, no, goodbye. And then I'm not even gonna pull out, I'm gonna keep the Too Faced, I know. Too Faced here. And let me look at the Hourglass ones, because I know these ones, again, heckin' pigmented. They're a really pretty, silky formula, but again, I'm trying to lean on the less heckin' pigmented unless I'm doing some more intense stuff, which I've set stuff aside for more artistic things, but I don't need so much for artistic expression. Again, simplifying my life. Sweet Lord. The majority of these are not happening. That one's gonna go. That one's gonna go. I remember, I wanted that one so bad, but that one's gonna go. I've got so many pretty, this kind of shade of blush. This one's gonna go, and then I've got this one and this one, which are probably the most conducive to a nice, natural, but potentially elevated, you know, kind of look. I am actually going to be keeping these three. I don't know why I closed them, but I am switching out these. That one is still too bright. So these three are going. Probably sell them as a bundle on Mercari. And then these are just really, really beautiful and have a nice natural glow to them. I mean, I feel like that's kind of what I'm basing a lot of this off, trying to do less that's like crazy. And even though, you know, this isn't natural, but again, more soft focused than bright and hot and heckin' pigmented. All right, we are already battling a bit with the keeps right here. We have a pretty significant amount. I mean, we have obviously a good amount going on here, but I think we're maybe like 75, 35 maybe, if that maths correctly. This one here will actually be a little bit better. These are my Urban Decay. These blushes have probably been with me the longest out of the majority of my collection, which is why they need to go, as well as them being a lot more intense, bright, crazy colors. I'll show you all the colors just for shits and giggles. I mean, aside from the sheer fact that they're just so fucking old, I know for a fact, and everything that I've kept and everything I'm going to be keeping that hasn't been gone through already, these are duped out. I remember, God, you couldn't find a blush this color or like this crazy red. Oh my God, this really was such a iconic time in the like alternative makeup. So these have been a hold on to for an extremely long amount of time. It's time to finally let them live their best life. Hopefully not in a landfill, because these ones, unless somebody contacts me and is like, I want those, is like, I don't even know what, because again, selling it and it being so old and used, the conventions behind that and the possible cross-contamination. So I'm going to do my best to get ones that I can take the product out and then recycle the packaging. I'm not fucking around with a loose blush. These here can probably all go. Yeah, that one can go. That one can go. All of the Wet n Wild. That one can go. Don't think about it. Band-Aid. I don't need all this stuff for comparison. These are all the versions, things that, I mean, they don't even make these anymore. I can't even recommend that as a, I mean, not that that matters about what I'm keeping, but if I have stuff I like, I don't need to have all this for reference for everything. Ooh, and then, these, because I've got all that Natasha Denona. Yes, again, a lot of this I got because I'm a completionist, and again, I've got still working on the compulsive over shopping, as well as just the, I need every single color, like there's no way. I had that Colourpop one that I think is a lighter shade than that, so that'll end up being a more viable option for me. Fucking KVD, maybe. Okay, let's do a nice, I know that was all a wonderful get rid of. Let's get rid of some more difficult ones. These also fall under ones that my grandfather got me when I was in Tennessee with him. These are all my colors, all a nicer natural finish, so we'll keep those. There's that period of time where everything had to be, we had a healthy glow, we had highlighters, and then we needed chrome streaks across our cheeks, because don't get me wrong, I love me a time and place for chrome on my cheeks, but I have a lot less time and places than a lot of other people. And just chrome, you know, like James Charles highlighter, totally not edited. era of highlighter. Another very easy, okay, I feel a lot better about it. I thought this, these labs got Natasha Denona over there, and my Cover FX ones. Again, I've got mattes in all of those, and these are old Milani. These ones are not ones that Juju got me, my grandfather, when I was in Tennessee. These ones are old OG, the olden days of beauty. Again, there's that nice shimmery, shiny, peachy corally, orgasmy-esque color. After I do this for shits and giggles, I should go through and be like, all right, I'm gonna get every single one of these to be, oh god, there'd be so many of this incarnation. It's a shade. I love it. But again, I don't need 12 or probably 15 of the same kind of peachy, beautiful glowiness. So all of these are going to be out of here. Again, if I can recycle the packaging, I will, especially on these drugstore ones. Keeping my peach ones, and then I'll be able to, because we're still in the 2, we definitely have a better ratio going on right now, which is going to get a little bit worse because these are all, oh no, the Bare Minerals. I can get rid of these ones because the Melt ones definitely, yeah, too dark. Too dark. Make me look dead. And okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, beautiful. All right, I feel a little bit better now. Oh, Elf can go too. Elf can also go. I'm not trying to keep, I know it seems like it, well, I guess with the Colourpop and the ones like that, I'm trying not to be like, oh, it's more expensive and that's why I'm keeping it. Because like so much of this, I mean, not that I'm giving reviews anymore, but you know, I guess it makes it, so much of this is like good product and good formulas, and I really want to, like, even if somebody, I'm gonna try to hold on to the blush, oh, I don't know, I'll make a Snapchat and I'll make a YouTube comment and, you know, a couple whatevers about if people want to be like, hey, I'm willing to spend $10 on that. I'm like, okay, all right, $10, yeah, absolutely. Look, y'all, it's another fucking duochrome. Imagine that. I absolutely love this formula, but I really need to be realistic. You can walk through, buddy. Yeah. Like there is, I'm sure I have something absolutely similar to that in like a blush palette that I've already kept. I'm gonna go through and potentially find if I have another duochrome in my highlighters, then I'm gonna see if I can swap this one out because I love the formula. This one, oh wait, definitely this one, and then these two are going because they're just colors that are going to be a bit more of a biatch to blend and make look the way I feel like I want my makeup look to look. All right, so that went a lot better than I thought it would, especially considering how many was able to just go off like that. That is very happy, and I know there are more in here. And at the end of this, when I go through, instead of trying to do that drawer there, I think I'm gonna maybe try to go through and see if there are formulas that I can swap out, if there are really obvious duplicates of the same colors. I'm just really trying to have less of what I like and just a more realistic amount of product to tackle. My God, y'all, these cargo blushes, another item that has just been in this collection for so freaking long. Here we have their brand's version of the nice, pretty orgasm-esque color. These two are just not gonna be happening it with the kind of okay. And then here we've got Juvia's Place, which great formula, but this blush is just too intense for my melanin. Again, can help you. I'm sorry, mama, get through this. I'm gonna have to probably cut this short so he doesn't wreck anything. This is a real pretty orangey, orgasm, peachy, wonderful dreamsicle color, but I've got lots of dreamsicle. These are basically highlighters, and I mean, again, it went to chrome, metallic for a bit when it came to colors. This is probably my favorite one, but again, peachy, goldy, pinky, champagne-y. I got it. I have pinky, goldy, peachy orgasmy shades at home. I am going to be keeping all of the KVD matte ones. This is a beautiful, beautiful matte formula. And like I said, I may go through and do some compare and contrast. But this one's gonna go. It's just, I had a Kevin Aquan blush that was this. I just should not have. Oh God. Goodbye. Pretty peachy orgasmy shade. And before we even touch those, all of these are gonna go. Ooh, silly! Oh, good golly freaking gosh. That is just a whole lot of cool tone that I don't need on my face. I can hardly believe I'm saying this, but I'm kind of happy about it. They're bulky, they're annoying because they have such small little slots to get your brush in. I like using a very soft, easy distribution brush, and this just no. What is this? And that's a no too. Just goodbye. And then we're gonna end the blush round with basic, except for this. No, I don't fuck with loose blush. We're not doing it. We're not glitter bombing. This is Natasha Denona and Cover Effects, which are probably two of my favorite blush. There is no regret. These have been worth every penny I paid for them. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping all of them. I need to check and see if there's one with an unrealistic color that just, you know, not for my skin tone or would only be an occasional every once in a while, and see if there's a color I can swap, because I can tell you these foundations are, yes, very few blushes that live up, come equal to these formulas right here. Okay, so amongst all of these, this one I'm getting rid of because it's the one that's looking a little funky. I don't know if that's just from the oils from me swatching it so much, but this blush color isn't, you know, anything insanely that I'm everything. And the only thing I don't like about these blushes that's frustrating right now too is so many of them come with the same highlighter. I understand how impractical and how unable to have a new highlighter for each one, because then you've got, you know, complexion and everything, complexions to accommodate. But all of these ones I am keeping. These are such a beautiful, soft, diffused, natural, but can be built up really easily without looking like much on the face. Might declutter that one. And just for funsies, they kind of smell like sweet tarts. So if you're I don't even know if these are made anymore, but if you're sensitive to smell, I don't know if it would linger, but it definitely smells like sweet tarts / Smarties. I can honestly probably swatch these out, because if you've been on the YouTubes, beauty YouTubes, especially in those, keep referencing the 2010s, but here we have their version, Natasha Denona's version of Orgasm and Super Orgasm. They're just, oh, I love them. I love them so much. And this formula is beyond delicious, beautiful. Even when it's like more, I don't know if this is more the metallic, but when it's got that much of a sheen, it just blends beautifully into the skin. As I expected, I am keeping all of these. I love all of them. I am keeping that one for the SFX if I'm ever doing Lolita or Halloween costumes. It does layer really well. You can lighten it up a bit on the skin, but it does take a bit more work. With all of the ones that I am keeping here, and then Natasha right here, I will go through and see if there's any formula dupe outs that I can feasibly switch out, because I just, again, this formula is really tops for me, this one and the Natasha Denona. So I will be back with a, I don't know if I can do it right now because I think we're running a little bit late on time. I will finish up this video probably tomorrow morning when I get off of work. When I show the organization, I'm going to take all of that out and put it all in here before I put everything like that in. So I'm just going to clean this up, get ready to finish up this video and then to do eyeshadow palettes, which is gonna be a long one. So feeling pretty good about the amount. We'll see how I really feel. But I do feel very good about the amount that I'm able to get rid of here. Depending on how long this video is, you will see me declutter that makeup backup drawer, or I might just end it here. Depends on how long it is after I look at the footage. So if it ends here, thank you so much for watching. Glad you were able to help me, support me through this. Everyone who watches, every single view, I'm very grateful for, and I love a group of people who come and engage here and indulge me in all of my interests and all of my flaws.